Welcome everyone to the webinar Governance and Ethics in 2026, Building a Compliance Culture in-house. Today's session examines how governance expectations are evolving in 2026. Regulators, investors, boards, customers, and employees are increasingly recognizing that compliance failures are rarely arising from a lack of policies. More often they stem from organizational culture, incentives, leadership behaviors, and poor ethical decision-making. In-house legal teams occupy a very unique position at the intersection of law, governance, strategy, and culture. So the modern in-house lawyer is actually no longer just merely a legal advisor. They are actually a steward of ethical conduct and organizational integrity. So today in our webinar, we will explore how legal teams can influence behavior, how they can support ethical leadership, and also how they can help create resilient organizations capable of navigating increasing regulatory complexity. So moving on to our next slide on what you will learn in a nutshell. So you can use this as a roadmap while we are going into the topic. Of course, we'll look at briefly the role of in-house counsel in corporate governance, ethics versus compliance, how to understand this distinction because there's a fine line, embedding a culture of compliance across the organization, how we can support boards and senior leadership on ethical issues, some practical tools to influence behavior and manage governance risk. And finally, so you are aware, reference, a mention of your key sources of reference, such as, for example, the Law Society and the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales.